Hey folks, Jay Barino here. It's StarCraft Remastered. It's out. I've not touched it at all. I've just opened it. Menu's looking real good. Let's get into the campaign. I'm going to be releasing one video a day. Well, we'll release Boot Camp, Mission 1 and 2 of Rebel Yell here today, just because they're all fairly short. And then it'll be one a day for the foreseeable future, as I'm going out of town. Oh, these look good. These look good! Let's just get started. Okay, here are the comics. The new comics in the background for the exposition. In the decade since the end of the Guild Wars, the oppressive Terran Confederacy has stood unchallenged in its supremacy over colonized space. All of that changed 4 days ago when a large alien fleet emerged from warp space and laid waste to the unsuspecting Confederate colony of Chao Sara. The Confederacy, fearing that the alien fleet's next target will be the colony of Marsara, has sent you to intervene. Acting as magistrate, you're to safeguard the colonists and keep their state of panic from escalating any farther. Boot camp! Let's go. It's full screen.
Welcome to Marsara, Magistrate. The equipment demonstration you requested is prepared and may be initiated at your convenience. Simply select Start to begin the demonstration. You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip Tutorial.
Okay, let's go. Oh.
T-280 SCV is the cornerstone of our hostile environment construction and resource gathering operations.
Roger that.
In order to build a thriving colony, numerous SCVs are necessary. You can build additional SCVs at a command center.
Okay, so this is just sort of our test run here. I want to change the sound a little bit. I feel like the music's a bit loud. We want to turn the volume up and the music down just a tad. Original unit voiceovers. Are there new unit voiceovers? Okay, well, we'll find out. Okay, so we just want to make sure that that's sound levels. We'll test that out here after the first video. Again, we'll play this and then the very first mission as well. This is just a tutorial, just to kind of get a look at the new units. Very glossy.
Additional personnel, you must have additional supply depots required. You can use SCVs to build additional supply depots.
Okay, so I know that there were some settings that you can change to make it appear slightly less glossy, but I kind of like this. I might leave this. We can experiment a little bit. There's also a way to revert back to the original StarCraft 1 graphics. I'll do a little research, but I did really just want to open this up and check it out because it looks good. So I'm pretty excited about it. And it's the tutorial, right? I have quite a lot of experience with StarCraft 1. Been playing for a long time, so not really much to talk about as we're in the tutorial here, but just for anyone who's new to StarCraft 1 for whatever reason, you can't auto-rally your workers onto resources. You can't select multiple buildings, things like that. So, and these are all things from the original game that have been retained. So typically, from my command center, I'm not going to be setting any rally points unless I'm building from multiple command centers and want to put them on new resources. Actually, we don't need more SCVs. We need just enough to make a refinery, and then we're pretty much done. Then we just have to wait to make one more supply depot. I don't know. We're talking strategy on the tutorial. Look, we're just building some buildings here, but this looks good. I like the new command card. It being in full screen is kind of trippy for me because I'm so used to playing in the 4:3 aspect ratio. I guess let's take some Marines and have them yell at us when we try to move out and find some Zerglings. Let's do it. Permission to speak freely, sir?
Permission to speak freely, sir. I'm not sure you know what you're doing. If you're going to send us into hostile territory and you want us to defend ourselves, then use the attack command. But if you want us to ignore enemy fire and go exactly to the spot you targeted, then use the move command. Now, which will it be? Go, go, go.
I feel like the dialogue volume is quite low.
The processes raw vespene gas, converting it into a form which your SCVs can gather.
Oh, it looks good. Oh, being able to zoom in and out, that's great. Okay, sorry, just real quick again, just using this, there's not a dialogue sound, unfortunately. It's just the digital volume is the sound. The music, again, still coming through a little hot. Just bump that up just a little bit. Hopefully that helps. You know, leave some feedback in the comments on how you think the sound is, because that's what it's going to be like through this whole series. Okay, pretty happy with that. And then all we have to do is build one more supply depot as we get to 100 gas, and then we are done with the tutorial. We'll move into Wasteland. I like the look of it, though. I've been thinking about doing an original StarCraft playthrough on my channel. I've played through Mass Recall twice, which is an entirely different experience. And not in a bad or necessarily good way. It depends on your preferences. I like both. So I am excited to play through this. I don't know what sort of schedule I'll keep to, but again, I'll do one a day.
Demonstration. There will now be a fully catered reception at Marsara Base.
Right away, sir.
I'll release one a day for the next couple weeks, and then we'll revisit and figure out how we want to release these. It's like exactly the same. It's just a little more polished. That's wonderful. Okay, let's go. Wasteland.
Adjutant online. Good evening, Magistrate. I'll fill you in on what's been happening. Confederate traffic has increased substantially within the system due to the recent Protoss destruction of the Chow Sara colony. The Confederates have tightened security on all outlying systems, and it's likely that this colony will be locked down as well. An encrypted Confederate transmission came for you while you were at dinner. Replaying transmission.
Greetings, Magistrate. I'm General Edmund Duke of the Confederate Security Forces Alpha Squadron. The Confederacy has quarantined this entire planet, and we'll proceed with a lockdown within 48 hours. You're to relocate your core colonists to the outlying wastelands. Now, I know there won't be any problems with these new arrangements.
Transmission ended. I have contacted the local marshal, James Rayner. Rayner has agreed to meet your personnel en route and escort them to the new Wasteland site.
Uh-oh. The end of briefing isn't centered. Also, the Edmund Duke portrait is quite nice. He doesn't have a strangely misshapen head anymore. Let's do it. Jim Rayner, we're coming for you, buddy. You can select multiple units, yada, yada, yada. There we go. We've done it. Here, I'll use some hotkeys here for people that always complain.
These Confederates think they can push anybody around.
New SCV portrait, Marine portrait. It's definitely a different art style. It feels a lot more... This is going to sound silly, but it's a lot more animated than the original, almost. Like, the portraits seem a lot more drawn than the originals, which felt almost a little more 3D. I'm not sure a better way to describe it. All right, let's get our SCVs up here. Jim!
Howdy, boys. I'm Jim Rayner, marshal of these parts.
There he is. Young Jim Rayner. Rayner must survive, indeed. Get used to that. That was big. We didn't take any damage. It's huge. All right, come on down here. We're going to start mining. We have to make a barracks. I don't think that the enemy attacks you at all. There's our spider mines. There they go. Very similar. It feels just like StarCraft 1. Again, the art style is different, but it's just like StarCraft 1, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be any different gameplay-wise. The units they definitely respond if you spam click. See, my Marines, they don't clump up. They just sit there. You can individually clump them up a little bit, but it's actually quite challenging. You can send Jim out here to maybe kill some Zerglings or draw them into our spider mines or something. Come on over here, assholes. No, they're gonna be stupid. Yep, that's our StarCraft 1 AI. Hold position, Micro. Get him! Are we on... What speed? What game speed? I think it defaults to fastest. That's good. So, fun fact, again, if people aren't familiar, if you want to do what is considered stop microwing in StarCraft 2, in StarCraft 1 you have to use hold position. Because when you hit stop in StarCraft 1, it actually issues an idle command before an attack command, whereas hold position, they will immediately stop to attack. You can use patrol, or attack, or hold position, but a stop command literally stops your units and then they idle for a noticeable moment. I learned this through playing some custom campaigns. It becomes very, very noticeable. And in our spare time, we might as well send Jim up here to maybe kill some more Zerglings. Why not? I'd love to get one of them with a spider mine, but they're not going to. They're not going to want to. See, like that, how I came up that I was able to immediately have him attack. We get close, hit hold position, he'll attack, run away, hold position. But if we hit stop, He sits there for a while. Well, we were out of range, to be fair. So let's go in. See, that was a stop command. Noticeably slower. Anyway, my barracks is done.
Such as Marines can be trained at this facility.
But it doesn't appear to be changed. The hold position stop, again, that should all be exactly the same from the original game, which is exciting. Go ahead and repair him up. Suppose we can go find another group of Zerglings and drop a spider mine and see how it works. Maybe cancel one of these Marines just so that we give ourselves the time to do it. Having to go up a ramp. Okay, wait. All right, leash Mr. Zergling. Spider mine right here. Don't kill him. Okay, great. There we go. We've shown it. Last Marine.
Go ahead, Commander.
There's really nothing else to do on... I mean, these first two maps are just... Here's how to play the game. Other than that, there's just nothing really to do. But that's okay, because we can see new Jim Raynor. Trying to think, is there anything else to check out? We've seen the Adjutant portrait. Really, for the first two maps, we've seen what there is to offer. I assume the original cinematics will be the same. Actually, that's not until after Backwater Station, I believe, we get that first cinematic with Sarge.
Standing by.
It's a Zerglin, Lester. Smaller Totem Zerg. They didn't be out this far unless... Oh, shit. Alright, cool. We've done it. We're heroes. We're heroes of Marsara. Hey, let's check out the score screen. I love the new score screens as well. Just the art, I'm smitten by it right now. It will probably become very routine and ordinary eventually, but I'm very, very happy with the remaster of the campaign so far. Very fun. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye now.